Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, who I think I'm technically the legal guardian of at this point, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. I'm delighted that you're finally acknowledging our bond. I say I'm very well. I'm excited to be here, but the listeners can probably tell that when I say I'm very well, that's a lie. I have a cold. It's apparently not the plague, but I'm not sure. I'm convinced it isn't. But as I said, excited to be here. So other than being a bag of germs, I think this is going to be fun.
You would hate for it to be such a common cold, because you feel like you're better than the common cold.
Quite,
you want a special cold.
Listen, coronavirus is not a cold. It's very important that we do not disseminate that kind of myth. That's for our Patreon podcast.
You want the super sniffles. Yeah, it's a very serious problem that has not gone away, but apparently it is not affecting Anna right now. So
right now. Although
we're all grateful for that.
Yeah.
Didn't it affect you a while back when we were on break?
Yeah, wasn't that excellent timing? Maybe I should say that's my miracle for the whole break that we've had, the hiatus, was that I was already on a hiatus before I got sick, so that was excellent timing.
It was good timing. Actually, I think I got COVID while we were on break too, so everybody got COVID.
Very, very miraculous. Well, maybe I need a healing miracle now. Who knows? We'll see.
Anyways, well, we've been on break for the summer.
Yes, and I believe this is season 3 now.
I guess we're season 3. I don't know. I feel silly about enumerating the seasons.
Listen, if you don't enumerate them, it doesn't sound deliberate. And we know it wasn't deliberate, so we got to make it sound more official. Plus,
right.
3 is the magic number, particularly for Christianity, which is the subject of our focus, in a way.
It is a transformative...
This is the Trinity podcast.
Yeah. 3 is the number of transformation.
Buckle up. It's going to be special.
Yeah.
It is going to be special, actually, because we've made some changes. Yes. Are we going to talk about the changes? Or...
Nah, I won't talk about them when they happen.
Okay. Cut that out then.
Guys, behind the scenes are making big changes. Oh my gosh, you can't even believe it. But, not right now. Now this is the same old bullshit, but I don't know. No, not the same old bullshit, but we're doing
well, it's literally the whole premise of the podcast is it's different bullshit, different day. That's what we promise.
Yeah, same feast, different feast day.
The feast is knowledge.
Have you done anything saintly or experienced anything miraculous since the last time we conversed?
It's been a while, so it'd be pretty sad if there was nothing, wouldn't it? Yeah, I recently started volunteering at the charity shop. And it's a very good contribution.
Which charity shop?
It's the Oxfam Superstore, but I don't actually work there on days that customers are there, so that doesn't say anything about my people skills.
I was going to say that's
I'm not allowed near the till.
A damning indictment of Anna. Yeah. Cannot handle money. Cannot face the customers.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, my day off is a Friday when they close to brace themselves for the weekend. So I do like sorting and merchandising and that. But it's doubly good for the good cause because I'm giving my time, but also I cannot be in a charity shop without spending money. So
I was gonna say, do you get first pick of all the cool stuff?
Yeah, so like to keep it ethical, you're not allowed to buy things that you've priced, because that would be, corrupt.
Right.
So if you've got something unpriced and you want to buy it, you have to ask someone else to price it for you.
I see.
Which encourages, people to make friends, I guess. Or already starting my black market secondhand grift.
Yeah.
But no, so that means so far every time I've volunteered I've also made about a £20 donation, which is a euphemistic way of saying I have an incurable shopping habit.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say but there's all kinds of stuff there. It's not just the stuff that you're just sorting.
It
fashion
is a
stuff.
Superstore.
It's a superstore. They got all this stuff.
Yeah, they are literally like split into departments and stuff. So yeah, I'm primarily on fashion, as you can tell from my extremely fashionable outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also am available for sorting homewares. I didn't sign up for books because reading is hard.
You do books. I had a friend who was the intake person and like the sorter it was like a used bookstore, but it was like used media, so it was used records and books and comics but for my particular taste it was DVDs, and every time he got Criterion DVDs in, he would send me a picture. And
is that why you have such a big library of them?
Yeah, and then he would give me his employee discount, so they cost me
like
nothing.
The second-hand shop had an employee discount. I'm not sure about that. I think that's it's a bit dodgy.
It was pretty great, yeah. It was pretty
Although,
good.
Although, was it a charity shop or was it just a second-hand?
It was just a second-hand store,
right? So I was going to say, because employed that's basically stealing from a charity.
No, it wasn't stealing from a charity. It was stealing from a private company, and but it was like
bring down capitalism. That's fine.
For those of you who don't know, Criterion's run $40 to $50.
Really? Wow.
And I would get them used for like $6.
Wow.
So yeah, I was averaging
that's kind of a defunct technology now, right?
You'd think.
How do you watch your DVDs?
I bought a very expensive multi-region Blu-ray player recently.
Okay, so overall, would you say you're in the black or not? Because it sounds like you got this good
very
deal.
Much in the black, yeah. No, I've put a lot of money into these. And
this is why this is not a financial advice podcast.
No, but less recently because I don't have a job anymore. But I've been buying a lot in the past. I have over 400. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's quite a lot of money you've saved.
Yeah, I actually went to HMV the other day and I bought one, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Oh, the Criterion, do you have any others?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got a couple." And he's like, "Oh, which ones?" And I was like, "I have
don't know
over
where
400."
to begin.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I appreciate you trying to make small talk with me, but this is not. You've jumped into the deep end of a conversation you don't want to have.
Oh dear.
Anyways, well, I'm glad that you're doing something good for your community, helping out the folks at Oxfam.
Thanks.
Good for you, Anna. I didn't do anything nearly
the whole summer. Nothing.
The whole summer, I was really focused on one thing, and it was my own festival. So I did a miraculous thing, which is that I ran a big old comedy festival.
Single-handedly.
Pretty much single-handed.
Because your
yes.
Your favorite co-employee workplace associate let you down.
The person I can usually trick into doing free labor for me for some reason was having a lot of stress in their life and so couldn't do exactly what I asked them to do for the summer. But yeah, I ran the Oxford Comedy Festival for the month of July, and it was a month of shows.
And you didn't die. You did it all by yourself, and you're still here to tell the tale. So that is pretty miraculous. Yes.
I've basically been taking a month-long nap in August. Actually, as soon as it was over, I was like, that first week was getting used to being to like a regular schedule again.
Yeah, what did you do with your time?
I basically had to wean myself off of alcohol, so I didn't pull an Amy Winehouse and just fucking die.
Wow.
Because I was drinking so much during the festival.
Yeah, that's why you do it, right? To give you an excuse.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I go on a month-long bender, and some people get to see comedy shows out of it, which is great.
You go on a month-long bender, and you say, "I'm doing this for the arts."
For the arts, yeah. I was in a bar 6 nights a week and extremely stressed 7 nights a week. So I was self-medicating with a lot of alcohol, and then when I stopped doing the festival, I was like, "Oh, I was drinking too much."
Well, it's good that you recognise that, at least. I was about to say you're a terrible role model, but then you brought it back at the end.
Yeah. No, I've been spending the month detoxing, and now I'm ready to start doing new projects. So
that's a pretty saintly journey. You know, you are fasting in a way, although you appear to be drinking alcohol right now.
Yeah, I should say as we speak, I'm drinking a Boilermaker. So
that sounds like a very strong alcohol, is it?
It is rather. So a Boilermaker is a pint of beer that you drop a shot of whiskey into.
Oh wow, okay. That is strong. So I'm ill and you're gonna get drunk. This is gonna be a quality podcast.
It's great. I've also got a cup of coffee here, so we're good.
Oh, an upper and a downer. I see.
Yeah.
Well,
gotta level it out, Anna. You gotta. I mean, I put the function in functioning alcoholic. Anyways,
you put the fun in functioning alcoholic.
Exactly.
Well, so we're starting this season as we mean to go on, extremely competently.
Yes, professional podcasters.
Listen,
is what we are.
For once, I've actually prepared more than the day before we have to release the episode. So you should respect that and let me get on with it.
All right, that's what I was about to do. So Anna, today is September 4th, 2022.
Is it? Or is it the 3rd?
September 4th? I thought the 4th was the Sunday.
You may be right.
Yeah. So today is September 4th, 2022. Anna, who is today's saint?
So today's saint is Rose of Viterbo.
Wait, Rose of Turbo?
Yeah,
Turbo.
That's what I said. Rose the Turbo. No, Viterbo.
She's a race car driver.
Yeah, it's a place in Italy. Well, in fact, it was a place in the Papal States, as we'll hear.
What are the Papal States?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay,
I think. Did I actually explain the Papal States in my research? I am sure I have at some point.
Okay.
If not, you can just, cut it up and put it in the right place. It'll be fine.
So Rose Viterbo.
Rose of Viterbo. I don't know her actual surname.
Viterbo.
It's unimportant because she was a lady. Well,
okay.
So, she was born around the year 1233, but the chronology of her life remains uncertain because all the historical sources that talked about her life mentioned no date. So that was really handy. She was chronicled by, like, amateurs. So.
Yeah, they're like, well, we'll put in the dates later. It's like, oh, we didn't put the dates in? Oh, fuck. Guys, come on.
I mean,
well, at least you put in her last name. Are you shitting me? Guys, we're looking like real amateurs here at the Catholic Encyclopedia.
It's not across the details, these people. But yeah, most scholars agree that she was probably born around the year 1233 to poor and pious parents.
Little P&P. It's nice.
We love that. I mean, it's better than, like, wealthy and religious. I don't know.
Religious? Did you just say religious?
Yeah, it did.
Why didn't you just say rich and religious?
I'm ill. That's my excuse. That would have been really good.
Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, I mean, this is better than the trust fund saints that we normally come across. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm glad she's coming from humble beginnings, just like us.
Yeah, so clearly to the chroniclers, these details weren't as important because she wasn't rich, I reckon.
She's a rose grown from the dirt.
From amongst the thorns, you could say.
Perhaps. So her parents, poor and pious.
Yeah.
Pair of parents.
Poor Viterbo and pious Viterbo. Those were her mum and dad.
Yeah.
No, I didn't catch her parents' names, I'm afraid.
That's all right.
But even as a child, Rose had a great desire to pray and aid the poor.
That's nice of her.
Yeah. From her very infancy, she seemed filled with grace, never cried, and with tottering steps she sought Jesus in his tabernacle. She would kneel before sacred images, listen to sermons and pious conversations, and retain all she heard, all before she was scarcely 3 years old.
See, having a baby that doesn't cry, first off, is great.
That is a miracle.
Often they cry for no good reason.
You know, we say that her parents were poor, but it sounds like, you know, to any other parents, by having a child who doesn't cry, they're rich.
Yeah. And then she's just tottering into the church, which is, you know, I mean, that's what Tavish does a lot. He just kind of wanders into places. Yeah.
looks very unwieldy, like he's about to, he could fall over and come crashing down at any time.
Yeah. But mostly he runs out of places. Like, it's hard to, like, keep him in a building.
It
he
is.
Just loves, if there's an open door, he is just going for it.
Just out
full
there.
tilt.
Wow. Yeah. Says a lot about what great company you are.
Well, whatever. He's just like, there's so much of the world to see, and Daddy is tired and has seen it all, so he's not really interested in taking him out to see this. Like, buddy,
this old cynic, I don't need to bring him with me.
Son, let me tell you a little something. There's nothing outside that isn't better on television, so let's watch some TV, son.
Yeah. So, Rose, I mean, probably also at 3 years old, she was smaller than Tavish is now. So that's a fun fact. A coarse habit covered her flesh. So I think...
Wait, what?
Baby hair shirt.
Yeah. A coarse habit. Just like, do you have a habit with a lower thread count? I really want to get
This feels a bit too comfy.
And it also covers her flesh, feels too... It's weirdly like...
Yeah.
She just wore it. To say it covers her flesh feels weirdly graphic. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, I didn't redact that.
Yeah.
This is just all I got from my sources. So I thought the poetry of it was interesting.
See, I feel like this is the opposite of poetry. Like, they were trying to be like poetic. What if it's like, because they've been writing hagiographies like nonstop, and they got to mix it up, and then they're like, I don't know, covered her flesh. Like, that's an interesting way to write the same fucking statement every time. Like 100 times.
About a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wore the coarsest diapers.
Fasts and disciplines were her delight.
Oh.
You know, don't you just love it when you meet a 3-year-old who doesn't cry or eat?
Well, I mean, a lot of them don't eat, but
yeah.
That's more annoying.
Do they punish themselves? I think...
No, they're just dumb. They just don't want to eat the things that they should eat, you know? Try to give Tavish some broccoli. He's like, he's not having it. So
well, next time that happens, be like, he's probably a saintly child. That's probably what it is. Fasting for the Lord.
It feels like that's an excuse that the parents are making. It's like, it's not our fault as parents that our kid isn't eating. It's their fault.
Do you know what?
As a very pious child.
This was occurring to me as I was doing this research, that like maybe the reason there aren't saints today is because we have higher standards of parenting now. So, like, if a
So you're
child
saying-
isn't eating, you take them to the doctor, not be like,
Right.
wow, they're holy.
Not like, well, I it's not eating. There's only one explanation for this, touched by God. So, so how many? You're saying most saints are just cases of neglect that
Possibly.
that after the fact that people have really dressed
we have
up.
done quite a lot of child saints, to be fair, or saints who were saintly from childhood. So I think
Yeah.
it's a plausible theory.
Yeah. Or it's one of those things where, like, in retrospect, after they become like very saintly, they're like, you know what? I always knew she was going to be a saint because she would fast all the time. But yes, this feels like the parents just like retrofitting the story.
Hey, I don't think it was the parents though, because if they were poor, they probably couldn't write back then. Like,
Well, they just tell people.
yeah, I guess so. She prayed much for the conversion of sinners, and is even said to have brought her aunt back from the dead when she was just 3 years old.
That's a pretty good
Pretty
trick.
talented. Yeah, without even
Yeah.
crying as well. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean-
some people say that some babies cry so loud they could wake the dead. She did it without even crying.
Without even crying, right? She did it by some dark magic.
Yeah, very
presumably.
precocious.
Yeah, the world's youngest necromancer.
Yeah, that was her title. At the age of 7, she wished to enter a monastery of nuns, the only one at Viterbo at the time. But God had other designs for her, as we'll hear. So she would...
Was it to like work in a field? Her parents were like, yeah, you can't go in the nunnery. We kind of had you to be labor, so we need you to get...
That's the point of
picking
you
some
as
vegetables.
a poor child, yeah. She would subject herself to severe penances several times a day until she would faint from fatigue and loss of blood. And she would scarcely eat
at
all.
7?
Yeah. See, again, neglect.
Yeah, this is just neglect. This is just like, yeah, you gotta take your kid to a specialist.
Really nip that in the bud, yeah.
I know it's 12:33, but there's got to be somebody who can address that.
Well, there were those who urged her to mitigate her austerities, but she explained to them that happiness consists in suffering for God. This is a very troubled 7-year-old.
Yeah, I was just like, it's like you really need to go see it. I got it under control. All this is under control.
I'm
Don't
happy.
you worry about me. I'm happy. Don't worry about it. This isn't. I can stay. I can stop anytime. Yeah, I don't think that the opinions of a 7-year-old, I feel like
They probably listened to her more than they should.
yeah, I think there's such a thing as being too indulgent as a parent. You know,
Yeah.
I think yeah. I don't want to. You know, I mean, I don't.
Parents are doing their best, right?
I know all parents are trying to do their best, and I'm sure these people are very poor and they've got a lot going on. So I don't want to be judgy here.
Yeah,
but
because
just
their
at the
only
same
shepherd
time-
child keeps fainting. It's very difficult.
Yeah, yeah. Was it?
At
Was she
least
an only
she's
child?
cheap to rear because she doesn't eat anything. So that there is that.
That is handy. I mean, I guess when you're poor and you're like, she doesn't want to eat again, it's just like, actually, this is kind of work out well for us.
Yeah, let's not push it.
Yeah.
Ugh. This feels a bit close to the knuckle in the current political climate of, you know, food getting very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we're nowhere near 13th century peasant at this point.
Well,
I mean, I'm not saying we won't reach it, but we're all right. We're not 13th century peasant quite
this
yet.
is Matt. I'm disappointed in your conservative whataboutism. Like, in my day, in 1233, we had it worse, and we were all the better for it.
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, you didn't have cholera, so I think you're doing pretty well.
So
all right.
shut up and swim in that poo river.
Yeah, exactly.
Nonetheless, she fell ill and nearly died of consumption. Ironic, because she wasn't consuming anything herself.
Good one.
Thank you. I just thought of that. I know it's going to sound like I didn't because I did the research in advance, but I did.
All
Take my word for it.
right.
It probably
I
would have
believe
been funnier if I had thought of it in advance, maybe.
No, it's just as funny as whether you thought about it in advance or not.
She was close to the final agony when suddenly she beheld the Mother of God and said to those who were attending her,
Wait, I
What?
love the final agony. It's like, it's the final agony.
"Ow, ow, ow, ow! Ow, 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 ow!"
Yeah, the final agony sounds great. But I feel like it's not the final agony. It's like, it's the final, like the sweet release of death, right? That's what the promise was. I don't know.
It's an interesting philosophical question there. I mean, I guess if this was written by a Catholic, maybe the final agony is like you get one more pang of guilt before you end up going to heaven. Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't. Anyway, so she said to those attending, "All of you here, why do you not not greet the Queen of the world? Do you not see Mary, the august mother of my God, coming forward? Let us go to meet her and prostrate ourselves before her majesty.
Am I the only one seeing Mary here? I mean, sorry, am I the asshole that's the only one seeing Mary
Rose,
here?
you've lost a lot of blood, mate.
Yeah, you have a very high fever.
Sinners, all of you!
We've been very indulgent about your not eating and your whipping yourself at 7, because frankly it worked into our pocketbook issues. But all right, whatever you say, kid. I mean, at that point, if she's like really close to death, you're like, of course, yes, Mary.
Well, I think that's what happened, because everyone turned towards the door and knelt down, which is quite fun. Like, if this was a movie, she'd be like, no, Mary's over there. And, like,
Mary's by the window.
We
were somebody else. Sorry.
The Mother of God spoke to Rose, telling her that she must enter the Third Order of Saint Francis and then go out to reprove, convince, exhort, and bring back the erring to the paths of salvation. Mary said, if your endeavours bring upon you sarcasm and mockery, persecution and labour, you must bear them patiently. Those who assist you will be enriched with all the graces of the Lord. I like how they specifically mentioned sarcasm, because that is what we are raining upon Rose at this very moment.
I also think that it is nice of Mary to acknowledge that, words hurt. And you can whip yourself as much as you want, but it's not gonna hurt as much as a cutting barb. From
whips and spurs will break my bones, but words will finally break me, as the famous saying goes.
It's just some catty people are really gonna hurt you there. I mean, you can wear all the coarse habits that you want. It's not gonna hurt as much as a little bit of sarcasm there. Anyways.
So is this, a modern day saint would wear a sarcasm shirt rather than a hair shirt.
What's a sarcasm shirt?
I was just making something up. I was being a bit whimsical. And you crushed my spirit
shirt.
Once again. Yeah.
There was once a British comedian came to one of my shows, and he was wearing a Barry Goldwater shirt. And for people who don't know, Barry Goldwater is like a far-right politician from like the 60s.
Oh, weird.
But he was just like, I'm just wearing it ironically. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I can see why you would think it was funny to wear a Barry Goldwater shirt, but it's like, nah, man, this guy's kind of like the seeds of like the modern far-right movement now, like 50 years later. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So that would be like a sarcastic
that's
shirt.
That's what your idea of a sarcastic shirt is. Interesting. Okay.
He seemed to think it was a sarcastic shirt, but it wasn't.
Right. No.
I don't know.
That's how they get you.
I knew this lady in Seattle, and she would wear a World's Greatest Grandpa shirt. And that's a great sarcastic shirt. Because like, you're neither of those things. It's funny.
Fair enough. So Rose was soon admitted to not to an institution, that would have been too healthy.
Yeah, it was like hospital, experimental treatment program.
The Franciscan Third Order.
Just a convent, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And adopted its religious habit, which was a simple tunic with a cord around her waist. I'm sorry I included that, because as I said it, I was like, why do we always hear about famous women's clothes?
It's true. You're really perpetuating.
I'm sorry I perpetuated that.
Yeah, it's just the same thing with like, we're always hearing about lady saints and how pretty they were.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't heard about how pretty this lady is. We've really just, and if anything, it's been a bit down on her fashion sense.
Well, I was going to say, Mary and Rose named characters which talked. Like, this is passing the Bechdel test, which is unusual. They probably spoke about Jesus, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
It almost passed, but
I don't think any of these really passed the Bechdel test, because I think that the subtext is always Jesus and God, who's also considered to be a man. So
yeah, at least so far, I don't think this one gets married to Jesus. So spoilers.
Yeah. Don't all nuns? Or does she not become a nun? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just feels like it's really down on her fashion sense. This one, so.
Just a simple tunic. Later on as well, there's another description that's just offensive.
Okay.
I know you can't wait for that.
Let me see if I can guess which one it is.
Okay.
When it comes up, I'll try and guess it when it comes up.
So while walking the streets with a crucifix in her hand, she would exhort. Oh God! She would exhort others to be faithful to the Catholic Church. She lived a life of prayer, penance, and solitude in her father's home. So I think she's only she's at day convent. She's not like there the whole time full board.
It's solitude, but it's but also her family's all there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, I'll take my meals up in my room, thank you very much.
For the Lord.
I love how she's just walking the streets, just like reminding people about God. Just like, hey, Jesus, remember that? No? My crucifix.
See?
Showing the crucifix to people.
The shape, you should recognize this. Yeah. Every now and then, she would emerge from her solitude to entreat people to do penance. And
just popping out of bushes. Hey, you know, do some penance?
Pretty much.
Just sneaking up on people.
Yep.
Just trying to get. It's like, what kind of penance? Like.
Well, it's Catholic, right?
Like,
so just feel really bad about yourself. But yeah, I think it was mortifications.
Yeah. Just coming up to people who are just walking down the street, seem like they're having a great day. It's like, hey, by the way, dude died for your sins. You should really feel bad about that. It's like, shit, man. I was having a good day too. Not to remember about the torments of Christ. Fuck.
Thanks a lot, Rose. Yeah.
Real Debbie Downer, that Rose.
It's real prickly. That was a Rose joke. Never mind. The mission seems to have lasted for about 2 years. So until she was 9, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What is happening here? Like, what?
Very gifted child. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's nice that her parents would let her follow her vocation instead of working in the fields.
I guess so. I guess it's like a Make-A-Wish thing, right? It's like, well, she was going to die, and her
maybe.
Make-A-Wish was to join this convent. And it's like, well, it seems to have worked out, I guess.
I've often thought that would be the only way I'd ever get to do comedy on TV, is if it was like, if a foundation took pity on me.
Yeah.
But I was saying that in a dig for compliments, but never mind. Let's move on. So...
What? No, people would give you, stop it. No, I've had the same thought. I'd be like, man, wouldn't it be great to get cancer and probably get my own special at that point?
Wow.
So that's the thing, is like, you get cancer and then you've got great fodder for an Edinburgh show. And then if you live to see the next Edinburgh, you got another show about beating cancer. It's a win-win.
Win-win situation, because then if you don't live till the next Edinburgh, you don't have to deal with like all the extortionate debt you'll get into from going to be in Edinburgh for a month.
Yeah, that's your survivor's problem. That's
every cloud. So to defend the church's rights was already Rose's burning wish.
To defend their rights.
Yeah. Well, you see, Viterbo was part
Churches are people too.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because Christ is the head of the church as the husband is the head of the wife, Matthew.
Huh?
You know, the wife and the church don't know what they're doing without the man.
I suppose that's true.
So Viterbo was part of the Papal States, territories in Italy that were under the direct sovereign rule of the Pope. But its rule was contested by the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II.
Wait, so the Pope was acting like a local warlord?
No. So the Pope was in charge of the Papal States, as the name would imply. And the Emperor decided he wanted to be more imperial.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. So like the Pope is like, I'm setting up my own states. Like, he's like Lord Humongous of the Wasteland. And
sure.
And then
sure.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I like to imagine him in a hockey mask.
Okay. Well, in this version of the story, the Pope is the good guy and the Emperor is the bad guy. That's
okay. All right.
That's where we're at on that.
All right.
So in January 1250, which is a bit, because it says in the next sentence it says she was 12, but I thought she was born in 1233, so she would have been like 17. The maths is out. Okay.
All right.
Sometime either in 1250 or when she was 12.
This is not a math podcast. So
good. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. So at some point, Viterbo was in revolt against the Pope. And when she was 12, she began preaching in the streets against Frederick's occupation, encouraging her neighbours to remain faithful to the Pope, denounce his enemies, and even to overthrow the occupation. So she's turning a bit radical.
We should let this unelected guy rule us instead of this other unelected guy ruling us.
Makes such a big difference.
This guy's but like the Holy Roman Emperors. He's just trying to make a European Union, and the Pope's out there like sovereign states. He's trying to do a Pexit, right?
The Pope exit,
yeah, the papal exit. You know, he's
he didn't think through what that would do to trade and currency and freedom of movement.
Passports and everybody's got to stand in longer lines now. And it's just a whole thing.
A saint for our times, except she was pro-Brexit.
She was pro-Brexit, right?
Pro-Pexit.
Right, yeah. Remember, we're branding this thing Pexit. And
we'll
then
get that
she would.
If we get enough subscribers to the Patreon, we can buy that trademark. There we go. I mentioned the Patreon.
Thank you. She would drive around in a big red wagon that said, "We send 350 shekels to..."
I was going to say shekels as well, but that's definitely wrong.
The Holy Roman Emperor every year. Let's spend that on the Pope instead.
Well, no, it'd be let's spend it on holy fountains instead, because that's where everyone got healed, right?
Right. Anyways.
Very good. And there was a particular evil monk called Dominican Cummings. I don't know. That was. Let's move on. That was a poor attempt at a joke. I should do my own commentary on my own jokes. It works very well.
Yeah, you don't have to run down your own jokes every time.
I just let you do it for me.
Yeah, you know what? If they're bad, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll just wait for that then. I was attacking as the best form of defense, attacking myself so that you couldn't attack me.
Don't worry about it. Just put your jokes out there and just you have to let the audience decide.
Let the searing silence be my guide.
You have to defend yourself against barbs of sarcasm and
hair shirts, yes.
Whatever.
Barbs and garbs of sarcasm. So rumours spread that she worked miracles as she spoke, and soon a crowd began to gather around her house. The attention made Rose's father nervous, and he forbade her from leaving the house under the threat of a beating. But she said, Jesus...
It started out nice because it was like concerned. He's like, there's too many people out there.
Oh, I don't think it was that. I think he was like, my child's going to get me in political trouble. I need to shut her up.
You've been doing miracles again? God damn it, Rose.
Look, I can accept the bleeding and losing consciousness, but I draw the line at miracles, okay?
I never should have let you go to that convent. That was my mistake.
And as a result, I'm not letting you leave the house at all. But she replied, if Jesus could be beaten for me, I can be beaten for him. Very healthy.
I guess, yeah. I mean...
I wonder what her and Jesus' shared safe word was.
Hey, I was like, but then the whole point of Jesus being beaten for you is that you didn't need to be beaten. To be beaten? Yeah, I don't know. One would hope anyways.
And she continued, I do what he has told me to do and I must not disobey him. So they're probably regretting sending her to any kind of church at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
So it's not so much Jesus is my boyfriend this time as Jesus is my daddy.
But her real dad is, well, I mean, her real dad
not
is
a great
abusive.
guy. Yeah.
Not a great guy. He seemed like he was maybe coming in as a good guy and then he took a real left turn.
Anyway, when their parish priest insisted that she be free to preach, he relented. So he listened to the priest, not to his daughter.
Right, because she's a woman, right? Let's face it.
Well, like a girl, even worse.
Yeah, I mean, she's between 9 and 17 at this point.
Yeah. She's some non-specific, but definitely not grown-up age.
Yeah.
For 2 more years, she continued to speak in public about the occupation. As her popularity grew, authorities called for her execution, but the city's magistrate sent her and her family into exile instead. So I guess her dad's fears were founded.
Right. But, I mean, whatever. They're poor. What is like...
It was their first ever holiday, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, the dirt patch we've been working for the last 10 years was just starting to yield 2 potatoes. I like that she's such a rebel. See, this is a very Jesus thing where she's authorities are upset with her preachings. But it does seem like she's just preaching different political structures. Yeah. Like it feels like she's becoming a saint just by brown nosing to the Pope,
Well, then would that not mean she's super smart? Because that's a good shortcut. Also, I say shortcut. She did wound herself a lot.
Yeah. But everybody was doing that. It was the thing at the time.
That's true. I mean, I think that's pretty much one of the ways to get noticed in the game of sainthood. Mm-hmm. The family took refuge in Soriano nel Cimino. I don't know where that is. Somewhere else in Italy. When the Pope's side won in Viterbo, Rose was allowed to return. And on December the 5th, 1250, Rose allegedly foretold the speedy death of the Emperor Frederick, a prophecy fulfilled 8 days later.
By Rose with a knife.
I predict that you're going to die, because I'll kill you. No, I'm not sure how he died, actually.
Let's just say that Rose had a very solid alibi for when she died. All right? And let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, the Pope, who was the Emperor's political enemy and opponent. Soon afterwards, she went to Vitorchiano, another place in Italy, a town whose inhabitants...
It's amazing how many places there are in Italy, and yet we know where none of them are.
There's at least 3 in this very tale.
We should take an Italian geography class. Just to
We should take geography classes of... Well, the thing is, it would have to be like medieval geography, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of these places.
All right, you know what? It's too much. Never mind. Forget it. Never going to happen.
Oh, I was excited you would, get me some education that I so desperately need. Anyway,
true.
So this town, according to surviving reports, this town was besieged by a supposed sorceress.
Ooh.
And so Rose went and secured the conversion of everyone in the town, even the sorceress, reportedly by standing...
I love that the solution to this is we're going to convert everybody, and you got the sorceress.
Including the sorceress, yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Why don't you start with the sorceress, and then you don't have to convert everybody
that
else?
eliminates the problem straight away. Well, I mean, I guess she was
Unless you're using the sorceress as a tool to convert everybody, and then once everybody's converted, the sorceress is like, come on, don't you want to be? Everybody else is...
That's a good point. Don't you want to hear the miracle by which she converted everyone? I think you do.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, what she did was she stood in a fire for 3 hours, unscathed. And Alicia Keys was there, and that's where we get the song, That Girl Is on Fire.
There's much more. That girl is on fire.
It would have been a lot more impressive if I wasn't ill, or it may have been worse.
Nah, that's very good. I think that this feels like a David Blaine kind of like a David Blaine trick. Like he stood. Wow, I guess that's magic.
Not magic, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. So she's like those monks that protest Vietnam, but then she went to this town square and just poured gasoline all over herself, and
but it worked or didn't work because she was unscathed. No, it was a pyre. So does that mean there was a body on it?
Well, yeah,
Can
she
you
was
have
the body
pyres
on it.
Maybe she was the body on it. Yeah.
I think a pyre is just a big fire.
Oh, okay.
It's a powerful fire.
Yes, the what's that called? Portmanteau.
Yeah.
So in this vein, she continued to win souls by her aspect as much as by her words. So there you go. She's pretty.
All right, she's pretty. Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's just like hey, look at this slightly singed lady over here.
She is hot.
She's hot looking, and she's hot just to touch. Do not touch her. She is very hot.
You will
She has
get
been in a fire
singed.
for 3 hours. You will burn your hand very badly.
But at least you touched a pretty lady, huh? Child. She is a child.
Again, somewhere between 9 and 18 at this point.
Yeah. She went barefoot and wore a poor tunic at all times.
Oh, just an ugly tunic. It was just like
it was just poor, badly made.
It was just like it was artificial. It was like rayon, like artificial fabrics. It's just like
bad. Microplastics.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, no. It's just like, it's one of those nasty fabrics that just like, it doesn't keep you warm, but it does make you sweat.
Oh,
it's like,
gosh.
ugh, I hate
those. I recently got rid of a top that was like that. It's just nasty.
Also the worst thing to wear in a fire, because they're very flammable. She probably put that on after the fire was done, because that'll just melt on you. And that's...
Oh, God, make the burns even worse.
I mean, yeah, guy can't help you with rayon. That's not going to happen.
Plastic
all
on your body. So, next in her career...
This is a career?
Yeah.
How's she making money at this? It doesn't matter.
She's earning heaven points. I don't know.
Right. Well, her food bills are very low, so that's good. And also she lives with her parents still, so that's,
Yeah, this is actually the story of how a 15-year-old was able to afford her own house. Classic inherited wealth tale. Don't eat for 10 years.
Yeah, that was the article. It's like, I bought my own home. And then you read the article. It's like, well, I live with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived in a fire for a while. That was a real cost saver.
That was affordable rent there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really affordable. Saved a lot on heating, too.
Oh, God. Cost of living crisis.
That's the next... You're going to see that article in the Daily
Telegraph.
Mail. Like, have you thought about, moving into a fire?
Maybe she didn't realise that it was a pyre. Maybe it was a pile of sticks that she thought was like a shed. And she was like, finally, some real estate. And then it all went up in flames.
Oh, it doesn't know.
Anyway, as the next step of her career, she wished to enter the Poor Clare Monastery of St. Mary. It's a weird name for a monastery.
Yeah.
But...
Poor Claire. Oh, it's so sad about... Did you hear about Claire? It's so sad. Oh.
What is Poor Claire? Shall I look that up?
She's just a sad young lady named Claire.
Well, yeah.
Had some bad breaks, that Claire.
It's just the Order of St. Clair, originally referred to as the Order of Poor Ladies.
All the
poor ladies.
All the poor ladies. All the poor ladies.
If you like it, then you couldn't put a ring on it because you couldn't afford one.
Yeah.
Oh, she was one of the first followers of Francis of Assisi. So I guess,
she was a squirrel.
So she wanted to join the monastery of Poor Clare, but she was refused because of
Not poor enough.
No.
What?
Too poor.
Too poor. Too poor for Poor Claire.
I know.
It's the poor ladies' convent.
It's literally like poor ladies can't be choosers, Claire, except they can.
There's such a thing as too poor. Yeah, this is why? Wait a minute. So wait, there's like a entry fee to Poor Claire's convent.
Basically,
Wow.
her family were not able to provide the admission fee.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking classism, middle class people dominating careers, even in poverty.
This is like the upper classes. They're like you can't even get a job in poverty without a reference,
Without some inheritance, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You have to buy your way into a career in poverty. This is. It's like I wanted to do a poverty internship, but I couldn't afford it. Some rich kid whose parents could bankroll them to have a poverty internship. But anyways,
I mean, it's starting to sound a bit like the modern gap year, anyway. Like, I really know what it's like. Because I went to Africa one time. That was an impression. I wasn't saying I have. I've never
You never went to Africa.
I've been to Egypt, just about. So technically
that's
counts.
when people say Africa, they don't mean Egypt. We all know that. Like we all know Egypt's in Africa, but when people say Africa, they do not mean Egypt. So let's not pretend.
Okay. Sorry, I was showing up your colonial mindset there, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
She accepted her rejection.
Just okay, and then they play the sad Charlie Brown music as she walks away in the rain.
Well, she accepted her rejection, but nonetheless foretold that she would be admitted to the monastery after her death. Spooky.
I'll get in here over my dead body.
She basically cursed a monastery as a saint.
Yeah. With her own death?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. It's my first curse.
I don't know what her long game is there.
Yeah.
Maybe she was in cahoots with the sorceress the whole time. We'll never know. So she moved back to her father's home in Viterbo, where a number of young girls came to her for instruction, and she taught them the principles of modest prudence and faithful love of God. Oh, so maybe Jesus was her boyfriend.
Yeah, I guess so. Just have you thought about wearing uglier clothes? Because that's what I do.
You can convert people by your aspect, but you gotta be a prude.
You know what? You gotta tease them with it. And that's how you get them to convert.
Get them to follow you to church.
Yeah. You know what? That's it. They'll follow that ass all the way to church, but no touchy.
No further, yeah.
Yeah.
Rose felt
also, I am 10.
When you're 10, but you're also a 10, am I right?
Hey, that's gross.
It was quite quick, though. It was gross, but it was quick.
Just because you say that a lot, but just because something's quick doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, that's the whole context, that's the whole premise of improv, right? Like, oh, that was witty.
Yeah, but all right, never mind. Go ahead.
So Rose fell ill again and recognised that her end was approaching, which I find that interesting. Like, oh, you get one, everyone gets one. Like, she came back from the dead, but then she fucked it up again by still not eating enough.
Right. It's like she's like, okay, and it's like now I'm really gonna take care of my health and I'm gonna eat a proper diet. And it's like, oh shit, here I am at 21 now, dead.
Yeah. Well, apparently she was around the age of 18. On the 6th of March, 1251.
She didn't even get to 20. This is depressing.
I'm sorry. I mean, she did live through a fire, and
well, I mean, she lived in a fire. I don't know. I mean, she got a lot accomplished for such a young person.
Yeah.
Very much the Greta Thunberg of Papal States.
Very much so. Got lots of followers. So, yes, she prepared in solitude, rejoicing for her glorious destiny, and died in her father's home.
Just a big smile and 2 thumbs up.
I'm going to Jesus.
I've been waiting for this for 18 long years.
Oh, my God.
About goddamn time.
Well, I didn't have a long life, but I also didn't have a fun life. That was probably what she thought. It was long believed that Rose had died of tuberculosis. However, in 2010, researchers examining her remains concluded that she died of complications due to a rare congenital syndrome known as pentalogy of Cantrell, which causes defects involving the diaphragm, abdominal wall, pericardium, heart, and lower sternum. Don't ask me what all of those things are.
Yeah, I mean, just as the whole works is just fucked up.
Yeah.
Just everything. It's like you look in there, it's like it's a mess. It's just all a mess.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not known what's caused it, and it is congenital, so it doesn't sound like it was related to her terrible lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
So, but
so it doesn't matter how much she was eating.
Well, yeah, although maybe it was like, maybe it made eating harder. I don't know. We'll never know.
You think so? Well,
this is not a medical podcast.
Okay, well, I don't know. Look up our medical podcast, Ain't Misdiagnosing.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that was her life. and she was... Well, yeah, but I've got stories about her afterlife.
Okay. What's up? What happened after she died?
So, the process of her canonization was opened in the year of her death by Pope Innocent IV, but was not definitively undertaken until 1457.
Every pope named Innocent just makes me laugh. I just feel like he walks around with his hands up all the time, like, what? No,
Wasn't
not me, not this guy.
Yeah. I guess it's like, because most Catholics are guilty, so maybe it's like the contrast.
That's how you get to be the pope, is you're just like, I'm the one guy who's not guilty, or at least I don't feel guilty.
Oh God,
not this
but
guy.
then when you're the top Catholic... top Catholic priest. Anyway, we didn't name a pope there, so we did, but not a live one, so there's no slander or libel. I don't know which one's which. Anyway.
I think libel's in print.
Okay, slander then. Oh, because it's like Libre. But anyway.
Sure.
Originally buried at the parish church of Santa Maria in Poggio in 1257.
Where they invented pogs.
Yeah. Pope Alexander IV ordered her relics to be moved to the monastery she had desired to enter. You know, when she predicted that she'd be back. In response to a vision of the saint herself.
Poor Carols. Wait, poor
Claire's.
Poor Claire's.
Yeah. Well, check this out, right? So she appeared to this pope in a vision saying, I want to be moved to there. And then the convent was renamed in her honour. So she got the last laugh.
Yeah, she seems like, so just let her in to begin with. And then, but now she's just taking the whole place over.
And her remains, when they were moved, were found to be...
Incorrupt.
Whoop,
whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop.
We should have like a klaxon, yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
That's great. That's what you want to find out when you ask me about her relics, isn't it? It's like, are they incorrupt? Do they smell better than normal dead people?
Yeah, I'm like, is that body still hot?
Oh God. I mean, I get she was 18 by the time she died.
Yeah, she still got that hot aspect? That's
Because of your accent, it sounds like you're saying hot ass.
Yeah.
It's good wordplay.
Whatever, yeah. Anyways.
Take the compliment, damn it. Anyway, when the liturgical calendar of the Roman Catholic Church was reformed after the Second Vatican Council, her feast day was transferred to the date of her death. However, September the 4th is the date of her translation of her relics, which is when her feast is celebrated in Viterbo. So, on September the 3rd, So
on September 4th is when her body was disinterred and moved.
Yeah.
So it's just every September 4th we commemorate the day we robbed her grave.
Yeah. Basically. So that is her feast day today. And on, I guess, Saint Rose Eve on September the 3rd.
You put out your stocking. You put out a plate of no food and an empty glass.
And see if Rose comes to give you a crappy garment. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people of Viterbo follow the transportation of La Machina, the machine of Saint Rose, a massive 28-metre high tower illuminated with 3,000 tiny electric lights and 880 candles, and topped off with a statue of her, which is carried 1,200 metres through the darkened streets of the
I love that I wish they made like a rosasaur, like it's a big mechanical rose. It's Mecha Rose.
That would be cool.
Not every year, but like once every few years, it rampages through the city, and we really shouldn't let Mecha Rose go every year, but it's a tradition.
It's such a tradition. So it's carried through the darkened streets.
Why did we build it with missiles? That's on us. The laser eyes were too much too. I would like to point out. I say every year, let's not do the laser eyes. And every year you put the laser eyes in, and every year somebody gets evaporated.
Yeah,
right?
Viterbo really wonders why it struggles to attract tourism to its feast day.
Yeah. The fatality rate of their feast day is insane.
Because of these many candles. I mean, I guess it's appropriate that she's covered in fire.
Right.
But the machina is carried for 1,200 metres through the darkened streets of the old medieval town on the backs of around 100 volunteers who are called faccini. The tradition goes...
For those you couldn't see, that very good Italian pronunciation was accompanied by a little hand gesture that really sold it. I really wish everybody else could have seen this. Faccini. Whatever hand gesture you imagine is you probably are getting it right. Anyway,
maybe we should video the podcast as well, and then we could release like little snippets on the Patreon so that every time we do an Italian one, you get to see we do this.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I think that's an offensive gesture in Italy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Before you were just doing like a flourish, but now you're.
Oh,
now
I
I
see.
feel like
No,
Anyway,
that's
good.
anyway. Look, I was just waving my middle finger around at you, Matthew. I don't see what the problem is.
I don't know.
So this tradition dates all the way back to the original moving of her relics in
Okay.
1258, but it was not until 6 years later. No, sorry, really bad maths there. It was not until 1664, following
that's quite-
7 years of plague in the city, that the machine first appeared. I say appeared because that's how it's written, but like I think it was built. I don't think it just appeared. And I don't think in 1664 it had electricity.
Right.
That I mean, I would need to verify that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's probably safe bet.
Yeah. But basically, in gratitude for having survived this 7 years of plague, a 7-year plague, imagine that. We've only had a 3-year one so far.
Well, so far. I mean,
So
come on,
far.
don't sell yourself short.
We could hit that record. So yeah, the tradition of venerating Rose was kind of instated in gratitude from the town for having survived the terrible pestilence.
You do know that plague killed a third of Europe, right? Like
Oh,
that's
it was
the plague
that
they're talking about that plague.
Oh, that plague.
That plague was a little bit more severe than the plague we're going through now.
Oh, well, tell that to the people who are dead.
Not to get into whataboutism again.
Yeah, again. Bloody hell.
Oh, I'm so, I don't see you covered in boils.
Thank you. I'll take that compliment on my skin because every time I wear a mask, I get spots. And I'm the only person on the bus wearing a mask. And it seems kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Making my skin less nice for the benefit of everyone else who doesn't care. Anywho.
We all care about your skin.
Thanks, I think. And my boils. So yeah, that was Rose and her life and afterlife. Can you guess what her Patreon? Fuck. Can you guess what her patronages are? Well, she's the Greta Thunberg of Viterbo, right? So she's got to be, savvy about that online fundraising and stuff.
Yeah. Is she the patron saint of artificial fabrics? Or what's the word I'm thinking of?
Fast fashion.
Fast
Synthetic,
fashion.
I think is, yeah.
Yeah. Is she the patron saint of synthetic fabric?
I'm not sure they were actually invented by then, petrochemicals and their byproducts. So I'm going to go with no.
Is she the patron saint of not getting into your first choice of school?
First choice school. Actually, yes. People rejected by religious orders. There's a patron saint for that.
Wow.
It's Rose.
That seems really dark for the Catholic Church to be like, sorry, why don't you take this up with Rose? That's how all the rejection letters begin. It's like, well, first off, you might want to acquaint yourself with Saint Rose.
Wow, that's how they signpost that rejection.
Yeah.
Can I just take a moment because I think that may have been the first time you've correctly guessed a patronage.
No, I've guessed them before. I guess them all the time.
Yeah, but usually they're quite obvious ones.
Yeah. Thank you.
Again, take the compliment.
Thank you. Is she the patron saint of not getting burned? Of just hanging out in fires? Surviving
the
fires.
Patron saint of Daenerys Targaryen? No. Surprisingly not.
Is she the patron saint of being a vague age? Is she the patron? Is she the patron saint of necromancy?
No. I'm not sure that's a Catholic concept that they would want to have a patronage for.
What? That has happening all the time in the Bible and Catholicism.
Yeah, but it's called
like
resurrection, okay?
Oh my God, she's the patron saint of resurrection.
No, that would be Jesus, I think.
Sorry, we're not allowed to call them zombies. There's...
her aunt was very touchy about that. All the kids called her a zombie.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Do you think the aunt was just like her flesh was rotting away, and she's like, "I wish I could die."
And then Rose just wouldn't let her. Pesky.
Food tastes like ash, and blood tastes like food. Anyway.
Yeah, those pesky nieces.
Ugh, they're the worst. What are her patronages, Anna?
So, in addition to people rejected by religious orders, she is the patron saint of Franciscan youth. Because she joined that order for a while. Viterbo in Italy. Surprised you didn't get that one.
That was, that was obvious. You said I'd get the obvious one, but I didn't want to be too obvious.
It went without saying. Yeah, okay, fine. We're all on board with her being the patron saint of Viterbo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but, you should have taken the easy win, to be frank.
Sorry. I'll be Matthew and take all the hard wins, thank you.
Somewhere called Alcolia in Spain, that she never went there.
Yeah,
and people in exile, because she got exiled that time.
Oh, she got exiled for a bit. For like, it seemed like she got exiled for a couple months.
Yeah,
like it was more of an extended vacation.
A travelling opportunity, if anything.
Yeah, and apparently like her whole family was able to go back and get their house because she went and lived with her dad again.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, their side one, and then they got to come back. They probably got a nicer house because they probably got to like take somebody's house.
Because they backed the right horse.
Yeah,
kind of a fake exile, I guess. But then I think there are a lot of saints who are the patron saint of people in exile, so
right.
It's a popular one. So
it's more like she's the patron saint of like a summer abroad.
No, that's definitely a rich saint.
Oh, I suppose it's true.
Right, just the kind of fake experience of poverty, like the poor Clares.
Exactly. Those poor Clares.
They're frauds. Fraudulent Clares, if anything. But yeah, so that's that. That is Rose.
So 2 places in Italy, exiles.
1 place in Italy, 1 random place in Spain.
Oh, the other place was in Spain. Oh, I thought it was in Italy. Oh, then I have no idea what's going on with that. Yeah. Yeah, and then people rejected from religious orders. Yeah, but like then she got into that order in the end. Well, I guess her body got into the order. Yeah. She's the patron saint of getting into places after you're dead.
Getting the last laugh.
Yeah, that's what she should have been, like the patron saint of sweet revenge.
The patron saint, huh?
The patron saint of sweet revenge.
See, it's not easy to do words all the time, is it? Like when I said wealthy and religious.
But rich was right there.
I know, but I don't know.
That's fine.
I'm really tired.
How do you think I feel? I had a Boilermaker earlier. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like those are all right. I mean, that's a lot of patronages for
just 18 years. Yeah.
Yeah, for 18 years, it was basically just technically an adult.
Yeah, I mean, how many have you got?
None.
Judgy much?
I'm not dead yet, though, so...
We'll you look it.
Thank you. Well, you sound it.
Yeah, fair.
Talk to me after I'm dead, and we'll see how many patrons I got.
I'll try. I mean, will I then become the patron saint of necromancy?
I don't know. Oh, a good point. Yeah. Listen, if I die, just let it go. Any necromancers out there? I appreciate the effort, but once
I would like to opt out.
Yeah, I'm good. I've had enough of this, and thank you. Yeah. So, Anna, do you think that you'd ever have Saint Rose intercede for you at any time?
I do get rejected a lot.
Fair.
And I fear rejection a lot. So, if ever my therapist was on holiday and I needed advice on my fear of rejection, I mean, I'd probably talk to you because you probably have a lot of experience with that as well.
That's hurtful.
Yeah. It was intended to be, but yeah. So maybe on that, Rose could have some advice.
Right.
If I'm ever about to be burnt at the stake and I don't want to go, I guess being unscathed.
But this is her burning herself at the stake, right? Like nobody was like, it wasn't like a witch trial where she was burned at the stake.
I don't know. Maybe the sorceress was like, I'm not the witch, she is. And then she lived. Which, if anything, I would say living through a fire is more witchy than just dying.
Not to go back to this because we're almost done, but like, what did the witch do to run the town?
Bewitched them, I guess.
Wait, what is this like WandaVision? Like, did she like, she made everybody pretend they were in a 1950s sitcom?
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, everybody had to do what she said or she turned them into toads.
Unfortunately, there were no links. Like, there weren't any helpful hyperlink footnotes on that bit of the story, so I could not read more into the sorceress. Obviously, I would have done if I could have, because that was one of the more interesting bits.
Yeah. You usually don't get saints going up against sorcerers.
Saint versus sorceress.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. I want more on that. That sounds like a really fun, like... since, like, Moses made that guy snake. Like, there was, like, the Pharaoh had a sorcerer.
Wait,
and then he threw his...
did he? Are you thinking of the Sandman when they do that battle?
No. In the Ten Commandments, in the movie at least, there's a bit where like the sorcerer makes a snake and then Moses makes a bigger snake and then it eats that snake and then
okay, that's fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't really study Exodus, but
I just saw the Ten Commandments a lot when I was a kid. It was like I was on every Easter on TV and we'd always watch it.
Right. So. See, every Easter I was in church, so didn't get to watch TV.
It's funny that she's not helping you not get rejected, but she's there to help if you do get rejected.
Yeah, well, life is full of rejection, isn't it?
It's like she just comes over and makes you a nice cup of tea and just like, hey, you'll get them next time. You're better than that. You're better than them. You don't need them. You don't need any of this. I believe in you. And then, she just kind of hangs out with you while you kind of feel sad. And then she's like the patron saint of just like emotional labor, just really helping out.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. So
yeah,
she's the patron saint of good friends.
Of good friends. Rose is a good friend to have. Yeah, I think, it would be good to help Salve. Yeah, I often get rejected. Trying to do things, and sometimes people don't let me, like professionally. That's
thanks
weird,
for clarifying that one. That was sounding weird.
I'm always trying to do things, and people are like, "You need to get out of this locker room," and I'm like,
"Oh my god."
No, like professionally, and professional setbacks are a thing that happens to all of us. So it's good if Rose could be there to be like a good friend who comes over and like just sits on the couch and watches movies with you and just hangs out, and then you feel better. Sometimes
as you said, like mention her at the beginning of a rejection letter.
Yeah,
softens the blow.
You know who's great is Saint Rose. You know who's not as great? You.
We would hire her if we could.
But, Saint Rose are great. Anyways, Anna, thank you so much for bringing me this tale of this young lady taken too soon from us.
R.I.P.
Rest in power, Saint Rose.
You're very welcome.
Rest in pious.
Oh, rest in pyre.
Rest in pyre. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but thank you for bringing me the tale of this young saint and her various misadventures.
You are very welcome. Have a blessed day.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.